Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Medu Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from IIM Indore, and friends, as we all know, Medu Study is your own channel in which we discuss various management topics in a very simple manner. Friends, in Medu Study we have 5 different modules which are on marketing management, strategic management, OB, operations and strategy. And friends, happy to share that we have completed all the videos on marketing, strategy and HRM. So you can go to the playlist and you can learn the entire course. Now we are making videos on OB and operations. Already there is content, we are adding more chapters, and we are also evaluating if you want to start some particular new series. Let us go to today's video, my dear friends. Today's video is on OB, 14th video, and it is learning 3. So in learning, if you have not seen our previous 2 videos, video number 12 and 13, I will suggest you please see that. You will know what is learning all about, the concept, and then 3 out of 4 theories have been covered. We started with the classical theory, then went to the classical theory by Pavlov, then we went to the conditioning theory by Skinner, and third, in last video we did the cognitive learning theory and entire video on that. Today is the 4th video, my dear friends, and today's theory is social learning theory. As the name suggests, learning through your social circle, your environment, things around you. People observe and learn through the attitudes, behavior and outcomes of other people around them. That is known as social learning theory. So see, whenever you are going, you will meet many people, you will interact with them and you will learn something. That is the core idea, or I would say the main premise behind the social learning theory. Social learning theory encompasses the cognitive, behavioral and environmental influences. Now there can be various influences on the behavior, influences of the environment. For example, the way people used to consider or believe about hygiene, social distancing pre-COVID, there was no, I would say, attention to that particular factor altogether. Nowadays, people have started giving. Why? Because through environment there was a change. Due to changing weather conditions, whether it is pollution, whether it is global warming, there is different set of learning happening and people are adapting. These are known as environmental and behavioral influences, and this is the premise behind social learning theory. Factors affecting social learning. My dear friends, there are 4 factors which are attention, retention, reproduction and motivation. Let us discuss these 4 factors one by one. First factor is attention. As the name suggests, attention means what interest you are paying, what interest the individual is paying. It is the interest an individual pays to the factors like distinctiveness, simplicity, prevalence, functional value and complexity. So how distinct one thing is from the other, how simple things are, what are the functional value, what is the complexity. Whenever you go out, you will see, okay, this is a scenery, it is different from that particular thing in this manner. Your mind starts that comparison. This is distinctiveness. So this is the interest that you pay, known as attention. Attention of individual is affected by his or her experience, sensory capacity, level of arousal, perceptual set and perceptual accuracy. Now what all factors can affect attention? First is experience. Like I said, for example, you go to a seminar, you experience something, right? Now that will have some changes, some impact on your learning. Sensory capacities, eyes, ears, nose, all the 5 sensory organs, what are their capacities? What kind of arousal you are getting through them? Perceptual set, what kind of perceptions are there? What is the level of accuracy? All this lead to attention, which is the first factor. Let us move to the second factor, which is, my dear friends, retention. It involves remembering the subject or object to which an individual pays attention. Now you have seen various subjects, right, during that particular tenure. To some you will pay attention, and after that some things will retain in your mind, be stored in your mind. You will remember them even after days, months. That is known as retention. What has your mind retained or stored or remembered? Knowledge retention can take place in various forms such as symbolic coding and mental images. When we were kids, there might be very difficult chapters, but you used to learn them by making some correlations, by making some, for example, short forms. Okay, this is a difficult sequence, maybe I make a short form and maybe I learn it that way. That is something symbolic coding. Mental images, whenever there is some complex thing in mind, you make a picture of it. So for example, whenever someone says rose, jasmine, the images come in your mind. Why? Because your mind has that mental image. So those things are retained in your mind. This is retention. Moving to the third one, reproduction. It involves reproducing or projecting the image through physical capabilities and self-observation. So whatever you have seen, now how you project that image, how you reproduce it in front of others, that is known as reproduction. And fourth is motivation. It depicts the positive influence of remembering a positive event leading to a desirable outcome. For example, there was a positive event, there was a positive influence which that made, and you achieved what you wanted. So what will happen? You will get motivated. Event may have been experienced by individual, or individual may have observed it with someone else. Now there are two cases. Maybe you experienced that particular event, or you might have observed it with someone else. So it can be self-observation also, and it can be someone who else who experienced it, he is explaining it to you. All this is basically known as motivation. What are the meaning of reinforcement? Reinforcement is a process through which a certain type of behavior is strengthened in an individual. Reinforce. So forcement and reinforce. So any behavior, how it gets strengthened in you, that is known as reinforcement. And it was developed by B.F. Skinner. You remember we did this theory which was given by Skinner, conditioning theory, same Skinner. Now there are four elements of reinforcement theory: positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, punishment and extinction. Now let us discuss these four factors. First is positive reinforcement. It is the positive reassurance and encouragement given to employees on existing desired behavior or delivering desired results. Positive reassurance, encouragement, just see these highlighted words, given to employees on existing desired behavior or delivering desired results. You wanted some results. For example, there were some targets given, someone achieved, you praised them in front of everyone. Or for example, you gave them a small trip or a small gift as a token, small gift voucher, dinner voucher, anything. Now what will happen? Due to that, their willingness to repeat it will increase, because they have seen that this has led to some positive result. It increases the frequency of a particular behavior in person due to addition of particular stimulus. Now they will always remember, I did this good thing, I got this, so now let me try it again. This, my dear friends, is known as positive reinforcement. Now let us move to the second one, which is negative reinforcement. It involves encouraging good behavior among employees by removing the situation or stimulus that may lead to undesirable behavior or results. Let us take an example. Again, sales function. For example, you had a policy that if someone is not achieving the target, a warning letter is issued, or for example, maybe a particular cut is given in the salary. Now it is a very negative thing. Every person will have in mind that if I am not doing, I will get punished in this way, means I will get this particular drawback. Now what you do, you reinforce a good behavior by removing that situation. You say, okay, we will not penalize you, but if you do good, we will give this particular things to you. So what have you done? You have led to increase in the frequency of particular behavior due to removal of a particular stimulus. You remove that particular negative stimulus, and that has resulted in basically a positive behavior. Now let us come to third, which is punishment. It involves creating circumstances that do not allow any scope for occurrence of any undesirable behavior or result. This, my dear friends, is known as punishment. So it is a very extreme thing. In punishment, what happens? You are basically telling them, if you are not doing this, this is the result that will be there. You are punishing them. Let me give you an example of the same sales thing. In first one, on achieving the results, there was a perk which you are giving, so there was positive reinforcement. In negative reinforcement, you removed that caveat that you will face a salary cut. Third, which is punishment, you say forget about any positive motivation or not, you do this. If you don't do, you get the warning letter and you go out of the company. You are punishing them. In many sales companies, in many sales functions, there are always target given, and if you have not achieving the target, they will take action against you. This is known as punishment, creating circumstances that do not allow any scope for occurrence of undesirable behavior. So people, they will be so afraid that they all will be running behind the target, because no one will want that punishment to happen. Now the fourth case is extinction. What is extinction? It is the complete absence of reinforcement for lowering the probability of occurrence of undesirable behavior of results. Let me tell you an example. For example, you watch a particular movie of a director, you didn't like it. Second time you watch, again you didn't like it. Third time again. Now you will not be even motivated to watch that particular director's work. This is known as extinction, where that particular thing due to multiple experiences has extincted in your minds. that is known as extinction. And this is all from today's video. In next video we will continue this chapter and we will complete. So today we have discussed social learning theory and reinforcement. If there is any confusion, you can write in the comment section or mail ID, which is meedu.study@gmail.com. If you are liking the content, my dear friends, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Take care.